All right, welcome back. Now, 6 days ago, this video was uploaded to YouTube. It was uploaded by Authentic Alphas. And the title is Black Women Are Blind to Good Black Men. Okay, black women are blind to good black men. And I wanted to make this stream as my way of pleading to black men to stop saying this. I'm pleading with all of you to stop saying this. And I'll give my reason why. Black women are not that stupid. We have to stop assuming that they are somehow confused and assuming that they don't know how to identify constructive qualities when they see them, and apart from destructive, negative qualities. They know full well how to identify constructive qualities apart from destructive qualities. You know, it's kind of ridiculous for us to treat grown adults as if they don't know right from wrong. Isn't that kind of ridiculous when you think about it? They know right from wrong. And I don't like how we spend or waste time trying to get them and convince them, choose the good black man. Why don't you choose the good black man? They don't want the good black men. That's the thing. I've been saying this for a long time. They get with the men who they feel is on the same level as themselves. The men with the same interests that they have. What are they interested in? Celebrities, rappers, R&B singers, a bunch of drama, a bunch of ratchetness, and stuff like that. Who are the men most likely to be into that type of stuff? It's the pookies. It's the pookies. They are more attracted to a pookie who they know has a bunch of baby mamas than they are attracted to a college graduate black man with no baby mamas. You see, it's just something about these pookies who have babies all over the place that makes these Kieshas say to themselves, I can have him also. I can attract him also. He is the guy that all the women want, and I want to show that I'm hot enough to be on that roster as well. They're not dumb, black men. They're not dumb. And you know, to say that they're unaware of a good man when they see one is to make an excuse for them. Like, if you're unaware of what a good man is, you're inherently a bad woman. You don't see no difference from good and bad. You are an inherently bad and immoral woman. But they know that these higher quality black men, these constructive black men, They intimidate these Kieshas. These Kieshas are intimidated by that. And they know that men like that have standards, that they have certain demands in a woman that they choose to share their life and wealth with and their time. They understand we're going to demand a certain level of respect, authenticity from you. They know that we're going to demand that you be familiar with similar things that they're familiar with and have a passion for. You see, if a Kiesha comes into contact with a constructive black man, and that Kiesha is also a constructive woman, they're going to she's going to automatically be attracted to him. She's not going to have to think about it. She's going to say, you're a college grad, I'm a college grad. You're into fitness, I'm into fitness. Where do you work out? Where'd you graduate from? Okay, you're into this, and I'm into the same thing. Like minds attract each other. They're not going to be intimidated by these so-called good men. They're not going to be unable to detect these good men. They're not going to, oh, I don't know a good man with. Yes, you do. You think that when they get with Pookie, who's selling rocks, you think that they don't know that he's selling rocks? You think that they don't know that this Pookie is in a gang? Maybe got a few bodies? Right? That he scams and he robs and he does all this illegal stuff. You think these Kieshas not aware of that? They're fully aware of it. Ain't nothing wrong with their brains. Not to that extent. And that is the reason why they go after those dudes. They said it several times themselves. Oh, it's the excitement. Oh, it's the bad boy. And what it is they are so brainwashed by rapper Pookie that's on TV. Okay? That's the only type of black man that they want in real life, because that's the only type of black man that share their similar interests. I mean, what are these Kieshas into? What are they into that would attract them to a constructive, quality man? They're not into working 40 plus hours a week. They're not into telling people that their man works as a truck driver. They want to say that their man has gold or a platinum teeth and diamonds in his teeth. Hell, a grill, ain't that what they call it? They want a man with a grill, right? They want a King Von. Maybe he has a few bodies. I'm telling you, every Kiesha in this country was attracted to King Von. There was not one Kiesha in this country who was repelled or turned off by a King Von. He had all of them in the palm of his hands. I guarantee you that. Why? Because they knew he had bodies. He got the tattoos. He got the gold grill. Got the ice on his wrist. Got the ice around his neck. See, they want that. They want Yo MTV Raps Pookie. And pretty much, they raise the type of black men that you see in rap videos. Haven't y'all noticed that? And they do it on purpose. They'll buy a toddler some Jordans. They'll have him wearing name brand this and name brand that before he's even able to talk. They raise these type of pookie rappers, drug dealer pookies that we complain about and say, oh, why you picking that type of man? They created these types of men for a reason. Those of you black men who became constructive, maybe you show up to work in a suit and all that kind of stuff, you know full well you had to learn those skills and that lifestyle. You had to get into that mentality all by yourself. Yo, single mama didn't guide you into that type of constructive lifestyle, did she? She had nothing to do with it. You independently had to figure it out and to know what path to go on and which path to stay away from. So let's stop playing dumb, man. Yeah, these Kiesha, they may not be that bright, but they're not that dumb. They're not that dumb. They're turned off by productive black men. They don't feel worthy of productive black men. Men with discipline. Who practice discipline for a living. They don't want discipline. Okay? Where you're on time, you're going to work every day, you have a legit lifestyle, you're not out here, and you're not rich in your 20s. They all grow up going after the same men. Rappers and entertainers. That's their dream. That's every one of their dreams. To hook up with some type of athlete, NBA player, or some ball player. They be after the same dudes. And none of them are these constructive, productive black men. None of them. None of them. See, back in the day, when we used to refer to some 80% of black Americans being married, those men were everyday working class blue collar men. They were not looked down on like in those days like they are today. Today they are very much looked down on. Right? And we're viewed, because I'm a part of that class, we're viewed as something that they would have to settle for. Right? But there's a reason why when they're 35, somewhere in that age range, and they're washed, and they've packed on a few pounds, there's a reason why they try to go after the productive black men. It's because they knew all along that those were the high quality men. The thing is, they go after those men just to use them for their resources. They don't genuinely want them. But they want to be taken care of. They think to themselves, I need me the same type of man that my grandma had. I need the same type of man my great-grandma had. A hard-working man who pays all the bills, or at least almost all the bills. Who I can, have an affair on, right? When he go to work, I get on the internet, start talking to other men, right? I can still live my life. Be Instagram fabulous and all this kind of stuff. They just want to use these high quality men. They don't see no excitement in these men's lives, in our lives. No excitement whatsoever. Because we're not in a Bentley. We're not bling blinging, right? We're not iced out. We're not driving an expensive foreign. That's all that they're about. Expensive this, Name brand that. When I see these young black men talking about, I got me some Amiri jeans. Oh, my jeans cost 14. That's that Kiesha coming out of y'all. Where y'all brag and you cop these $1,000 shoes and I got this designer coat. This coat $1,500, and you bragging about having some man who you don't even know having his name on you and paying a whole bunch of money for it. That's that Kiesha coming out of you. That's effeminate. That is effeminate. Because it's not smart. It's emotional. I want to be able to say that this name is the name brand of my clothes. Now I somehow got more status. No. What smart men used to always do is get the best deal for your dollar. And that's something that black women definitely need to do. Get the best deal for your dollar. You don't need no Coach purse. You just need a purse. There's no reason for you to ever have no designer nothing. Looking at how poor you are as a demographic. Looking at your statistics, period. That just makes no sense. And it makes no sense for black men to do it either. You know, it's all about how you look anyways. If you need clothes to make yourself look better, you probably just need to look better yourself. Right? As long as you look good, you're in good shape, all you need is a white t-shirt and a pair of jeans and you're good. Yeah. So stop. Just my personal plea with black men. Stop telling, because when you say that they don't choose the good black men, that's another way of implying that they are all good themselves. That all these women, all these Kieshas are high quality women who are supposed to be paired with a high quality productive man. Does that make sense? Think about that. You're always telling them to pick better. Why don't you pick better? A low-class woman can't pick better. Ain't no quality man gonna want them. It don't make sense to ever tell them that. Pick better, pick better. You need to choose better. She can't choose better. They're staying in their lane is what they're doing. And they're getting with the dudes that they have things in common with. And they are not into anything productive like that. They're just not. They want to get into gossip, talk about celebrities, talk about the designer this, designer that. Yeah. Productive black men are not into that. I mean, you tell me, what evidence do you have that these high quality black women are choosing low quality men? Y'all think just because these Kieshas done took a bath this morning, then got her weave looking decent, and that she, ironed her clothes, you think that just because she looks presentable that she's a high quality woman? She's not. You think just because she got a job as a nurse's aide or whatever, decent paying job, that she's a high quality woman? She's not. She's Pookie ready, just like all the rest of them. They're getting the men that they want. Haven't you noticed when they get with these Pookies that they're always on the phone with them? That they love being around them? They have a ball when they're around these Pookies? It's not possible for her to be around somebody that's not on her level, that she doesn't have anything in common with. They wouldn't be able to spend time around these dudes. They get together and have the time of their life, man. Are you kidding? They party together. They smoke and drink together. Again, they got things in common. smoke, drink, probably pop a molly here, pop a molly there, cut on some drill rap, start dancing, twerking. They're operating in their lane. Stop projecting this idea that every Kiesha out here deserves a productive black man. Think about what you're saying, man. Isn't 80% of them overweight? And 80% of that obese? What make you think that they can just get a high quality man, a disciplined man, who disciplines what he puts in his mouth? These Kieshas don't want no man who polices what he puts in his mouth. They want to eat all that horrible stuff to give them these big lunch lady arms. They want to eat all that junk and garbage. When it comes to TV programs, they want to watch Empire. They want to watch Scandal. They want to watch all these cackling hyena, trashy sitcoms that you ain't into. But Bookie's into it, huh? Yeah, stop it. Just stop it. Stop acting like these chicks need to choose better. They don't deserve these better men that you saying that they need to choose. Yeah, go ahead and let them. Go ahead, Kiesha. Go and walk up to these productive, high-class black men. Go ahead and shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Tell me how that worked out for you. You're going to get dissed. You're going to get dissed. Right away, he's going to know you're not the type of woman that I want. Huh? He's going to lift her wig up, see what's up under there. Okay? He's going to take note that it's a wig she got on, a big hair full of weave. Huh? You're going to look at the lunch lady arms. You're going to peep the attitude, going to peep the hatred. You're going to peep the fact that she looked down on him even though he's making all this money. Huh? She's going to be intimidated by the fact that he has standards and that he don't put up with no disrespect. That's one thing that a hard-working black man should never put up with. No disrespect. You come home after a stressful day of work. Every day is stressful for black men. Then have to put up with this hyena hood rat nonsense. No, you're not trying to deal with that. Ain't no good black man gonna want them. So stop with the nonsense, man. Stop painting the entire Kiesha population as a population of angels that deserve a prince. Oh, they all deserve a Prince Charming because they all good women. Y'all remember there was a Kiesha who literally said that. Said that black men got a whole bunch of good options because all us Kieshas are good women. Stop it. Don't support that goofy narrative. Because we know better. We know better. Before we even talk to them individually, we've crossed 80% of them off the list for being overweight and obese. Talking about productive black men. Talking about good black men. These good black men care about their health. That's what they do. And they're going to cross 80% of them off the list before they even talk to them. And how you think that's going to go with the remaining 20%? It ain't going nowhere. So that's my take. Salute everybody in the building, and we'll see y'all on the next live.